Season 3. I mean, honestly, it's expected they're going to do a season 3 because, you know, you want to capitalize off the last season, then the season before that, even though you're kind of straying away from the original story in the book. But do whatever you want, okay? But we're not here to discuss season 3. Oh, no. We're here to discuss the few things I learned from 13 Reasons Why season. When it comes to this season of 13 Reasons Why, I thought it was a pretty good season, to be honest with you. 1 to 10, I'd give it a solid 6.5. Alright, the character development this season was much greater. Alright, it's something that I expected, and they did execute it to some extent. Alright, there are some plot points I did not like how they went, but I can see the reason why they did the things they did for the writers. Also, the cinematography was pretty good. I think they scaled it back a little bit, but nevertheless, I thought it was pretty good. Here's some things that I learned from this season. So the first thing I learned from this season is that you have to be nice to people. Usually in the world, you already know you're supposed to be nice, but this kind of emphasized it a little more. I felt like that was a reoccurring message during the seasons, that you should be nicer to people, alright? You see that Tyler, he wasn't always treated well by people, and you see how he reacted to it. Same thing with Hannah Baker, how she reacted to a lot of people's bad remarks about her. There's a lot of other, like Clay, he was subjected to a lot of people saying bad things about him, and I don't think all these problems could have stopped because of being nice, but it definitely would have made situations a little better. So when you take that step forward and try to be a little nicer to people, it could like ease tensions, and it can help you understand people a little more, because a lot of times in this season we saw Alex struggle a lot because he was going through a lot of he had a lot of brain trauma. He couldn't walk the same. And I felt if he was a little nicer to his friends, maybe they would have been able to understand, because I could definitely see him pushing away people because of how stern and angry he was at them, even though he was going through a lot. With that being said, though, I feel you should always try your best to be nice to people. It was a great moral of the story, alright? Be nice, and maybe it'll get reciprocated. Is that the word? You be nice to others, and you're paying it forward, and somebody will probably be nice to you. The second thing that I learned this season was that you have to speak up. Now, I know some people aren't as vocal as others, but what we saw this season was that when some of these kids were getting attacked with threats, their first instinct wasn't to tell an authority figure. It kind of pains me because, you know, sometimes as kids, some stuff happens to us in school, but we don't tell our parents, and we might not even tell an authority figure, because in our minds we think that it might make the situation worse, but in reality it can actually make the situations better. I remember one time, I always like applaud myself for doing this, you know. When I was in 7th grade, I was getting bullied, and honestly, I just told the teacher, like, can you please switch my class, because he just keeps bothering me. I don't want to be in a class with him anymore, and the situation got dealt with, alright? I honestly feel if you do have some things happening to you, you should definitely take action so those problems can be dealt with, alright? Because you don't want to go down the wrong path, alright? We saw Hannah Baker in the first season. She didn't really, like, speak up as much as she could to her guidance counselor, and things went the wrong way. And I actually remember in this season, he was talking about how if he would have just stopped her. And I'm not a guidance counselor, but I feel like he was probably overwhelmed with other stuff throughout that day, and he felt like he contributed all of his energy to her that he had left, and she wasn't being like too open about her situation, so he felt the need to not even question her anymore. I saw some people online like blaming him, oh, he should have done more, but at the same time, like, there's only so much you can ask. Alright, there's only so many questions you could press onto a person until they actually tell you the truth. And Hannah didn't really do that. But I really encourage all of you guys who are watching, you gotta speak up if something's happening to you, because help can come, alright? It definitely can, alright? Don't be afraid to ask for help. And the third thing I took away from this season is that a lot of fans of this show are kind of soft. Before I even got to like episode 7, I saw someone on Facebook that said the 38-minute mark of episode 13.
Just letting you guys know, it's really graphic and it shouldn't even be in the show.
And I saw somebody post that, I was like, how bad can it be? Now, spoiler alert, it's Tyler getting a mop stick shoved up his butt Alright, he's getting sodomized by Mopstick, by Montgomery, and it was not pretty. Not pretty whatsoever, and it was kind of hard to watch. And a lot of people were saying that they shouldn't have shown it. But in my eyes, I'm like, but they showed 2 girls getting raped last season. I don't remember you guys arguing the same points. And they literally showed a girl getting her wrist slit last season, but y'all wasn't saying that was too graphic. Now, when it comes to art, I don't think anything is too graphic. No, it's all expression, and that's why, you know, you can do whatever you want. It's just that I don't have to like it. But for people to say it's too graphic and they shouldn't have shown it, that's not the case. No, it wasn't too graphic. Have y'all seen a horror movie? Just want to know how homeboy was able to like sit down after that and drive his car. Like, yo, like, I don't know if he took some painkillers or something. Whew, that was crazy. Also, onto that point about Tyler, somebody made a meme. It was basically, he said, if you on that op shit, you get the mop stick. And I thought it was kind of funny, but at the same time, it was kind of fucked up. It's a dark comedy, all right? But I kind of laugh because part of me knows this isn't a real person, all right? And I have distance away from that situation. So that's why I can see other people laughing at this joke, even though that I know it's kind of fucked up. But some people took a lot of offense to it and like, this joke should have never been made. And I just said it's just a show. And a lot of people were like, this stuff really happens. And I'm like, no shit, it happens. But these are fictional characters. And a lot of people try to fix in these fictional characters into real life. But when you really look at the show, a lot of people in real life don't be making these decisions that these kids do. The show is not as realistic as their fans may think it is. And I think a lot of their fans like young teens. I'm not a teenager no more. Your boy turned 20, you know, was popping. That's all. That's not all I grasped from the show, but those are the 3 main things I took away from watching this season. Am I looking forward to season 3? I just want to see what happens, because last time we got teased with the shooting up the school and it didn't even happen. Then they almost teased us this time, but now Clay, he might get in trouble. So I want to know where this goes. But the thing is, I feel like it's taking away from the Hannah Baker story in the first season, which was based off the book. So is she still going to be involved? I don't know. But let me know what you think in the comments of what do you expect in season 3. What did you think of this video? Just let me know. And as always, it's been another J-Rod video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.
Run the game like LeVar, finessing like I'm Jello, ballin' like I'm Lonzo, wild boy, call me Mellow. Run